Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. Today we're making one of my all-time favorite snacks, rosemary sea salt popcorn. And now I came up with this recipe when I worked at my bake shop, and I would make it for myself and my employees to enjoy just while we were working, because sometimes when you're surrounded by sweets, all you want to do is eat something salty. So you're going to start with 142 grams of organic popcorn kernels and put them in a small bowl. It's really important to buy organic popcorn kernels because it ensures you're enjoying popcorn that is free of GMOs, chemicals, pesticides, and more. And the next thing you're going to need is some oil. You can use extra virgin olive oil like I'm using here, or you can also use avocado oil or ghee as well. And then I have half a stick of salted butter in a small pot. This is going to get melted for the topping, which we're going to add our dried rosemary to, which we'll put on after we make the popcorn. So to make the popcorn, you want to have a large stock pot with a lid. It is super important to have a lid whenever you guys are making popcorn at home because you want to contain the popcorn in the pot. Otherwise, it's going to pop everywhere. So I'm using my caraway stock pot. You can use any kind of stock pot that has a lid. So now we're going to add 57 grams or a quarter cup of oil to our stock pot. Then you're going to add 3 popcorn kernels to the stock pot with the oil. And so we're only adding 3 kernels right now because these are test kernels. We're gonna make sure that this is at the right temperature for these to pop before we add in all the rest of the kernels. So once your test kernels and your oil are in the pot, then we're gonna put this over medium heat. Once we have the kernels and oil in the pot, put over medium heat, we're going to add our lid. And now we're just gonna wait until we hear these 3 kernels pop. And as soon as they pop, we're gonna add in all the remaining popcorn kernels. And now we're just making the popcorn right now. So once the popcorn is done, then we're gonna make our rosemary sea salt topping. As the popcorn is popping, you want to gently swirl it around as it pops. This will ensure that all the kernels get popped and nothing sticks to the bottom and burns. Just give it a little shake. And then once the popping slows to 1 second between pops, you want to remove it from the heat immediately. Once the popcorn is popped, you're just going to let that sit in the pot. Don't get rid of the lid because you're going to need that still as well. Then you're going to add 57 grams or a quarter cup of salted butter to a small pot, and you're going to melt over low to medium heat. If you want to do this in the microwave, you can also do that as well, but I always just think it's better to melt butter on the stovetop. I don't know why. So we're going to melt this. And now that'll only take a few minutes to melt, and then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of dried rosemary into the melted butter. Now that we have our popcorn popped and our rosemary butter made, we're just gonna pour the rosemary butter over the popcorn. Next, I'm gonna add my sea salt, and I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of sea salt. You can also do more or less depending on your preferences. And now we need our lid, so we're gonna put the lid on and we're gonna shake it up. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Then it's ready to enjoy. This is so good. If you guys want more easy organic recipes just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join me next time in the kitchen.